College Board has released the new schedule for the exams, the times and the dates, and then they've also included some information to give us an idea as to what to expect. So I want to go over those things right now. So the micro exam comes first. That's going to be Wednesday, May 20th at 4 p.m. Macro will be the next day, Thursday, May 21st at 4 p.m. Now, a couple of things that are different. Normally, a calculator is not required and not allowed. And there's nothing on the exam that would require a calculator, but given the conditions, there's no way for them to know. So I think that's why they're allowing you to have a 4-function calculator with you if you want to. But anything that requires calculation, you have to show your work. You can't just put the answer down. So having a calculator might help you out, but you still have to show where the answer came from. Also, they make the comment that while clearly this is going to be an open book, open note test, and they say that there are college classes that are like that, and there certainly are, and certainly right now, since everybody's taking their classes online, they make it very clear that you are not allowed to ask anybody for help. And then they go on to talk about how there are security measures in place, and some of those security measures will be public, and some of them will be kept secret. It's important to understand, I think, how powerful College Board is. They control so many tests that are very, very important to your life, including the SAT. They include other tests that you might take once you're in college. If they were to find out that you cheated on this exam, it would be devastating to your life. So I just want to make sure you all understand the importance of obeying the direction that you're given for these exams. Because if you were caught cheating, not only will it invalidate the test that you're taking, but you'll no longer be allowed to take a College Board exam again. So that includes the SAT. It includes any other AP class that you might want to take. And furthermore, they'll forward this incident onto any college that you apply to. Now, any college that would find out that you cheated on a college level class would never allow you to go to college there. They would rescind any offer that they had given, or they would never give an offer. So it's probably hard for them to catch you cheating, but if they did, your life would be ruined. It's just not worth the risk, all right? So follow the instructions that they give you, and you'll be fine. All right, let's get into some more of the details. There are going to be 2 FRQs. Question number 1 is a longer question. It will account for 55% of the exam, and you'll be given 25 minutes to complete that question. Once you're done with question 1, you're given 5 minutes to upload that question, and then you're done with question 1. You can't look at it again, go back to it again, or anything. Then you'll start question number 2. Question number 2, you're given 15 minutes to work on it, and then an additional 5 minutes to upload it, and it will count for 45%. So question number 1 is 2 short free response questions, and question number 2 is a long free response. So this is similar to what happens on the exam. All right, you get a couple of short free responses and 1 long free response, and you're going to be given 40 minutes to do it. Honestly, it's really not that bad of a deal for economics, since economics is split up into 2 different classes. You've got 40 minutes for one class and 40 minutes for another class, and it's still a pretty short test, but it's much more reasonable considering their semester classes. A lot of these classes, they're taking an entire year of chemistry or physics or whatever and boiling it down to 40 minutes, and that's tough. Here, I think this is fair. This next piece of information is pretty interesting. Both these descriptions are the same for both questions. What's interesting is that you will not be expected to submit graphs on the exam, which is unheard of for an economics exam, that you would not be creating graphs. Keep in mind, you're going to have to create graphs in order to answer the questions. That's just the way we figure out stuff in economics, is we sketch a graph and we shift a curve and we see what happens. And that's still going to be true. So you need to know how to create the graphs, but they are not going to be part of your answers. This information is just a follow-up to what I had talked about before, that you won't have to do graphs, but you still will want to be using graphs on scratch paper to figure out how to come up with the answers that they're asking for. And also that you can use a 4-function calculator if you want to, but be sure and show any work that you would use on your answers. Well, that pretty much sums it up. If anybody has any questions or anything, please feel free to ask me. There's a lot that we don't still know, right? There's a lot of answers that I probably don't, a lot of questions I don't know the answer to. But I think you guys are going to be in good shape for this. Taking the graphs out probably helps us out because it's just a lot of details now that we don't have to remember. We still can create the graphs, but if we screw up what a label on an axis is, it's not the end of the world. I have included everything that I've gone over here on this post as a PDF. So you're welcome to print that out if you want to or refer to it anytime that you want. Have a good day.